Now, one of the most prestigious institutes in the world, Harvard University, has called UP's Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav, as well as the Urban Development Minister Azam Khan, to speak on the management of the world's largest religious congregation next month in April. But isn't this the same stampede in which 45 people lost their lives? 38 of them were lost just in the stampede. That's why on the social network today we ask, what must Akhilesh Yadav tell Harvard? Joining us on the show today, we've got with us Abhishek Mishra, who is a minister in the state of the Samajwadi Party. Of course, he's also a first-time MLA. So, of course, this is really his first foray as a politician. And we've also got with us Sandeep Pandey, the famous Sandeep Pandey. He's a Magsaysay Award winner, and he's joining us also from Lucknow. Abhishek, I want to start with you first. Why do you think Akhilesh Yadav has been invited to Harvard, and why is he qualified to be speaking on the Kumbh Mela? What role really did he play in organizing this Kumbh Mela?
Kashish, I think the question contains the seeds of the answers within. He is heading the largest state on anywhere in the world. If it was a separate country, it would have been the 5th largest country in the world. We put together under his leadership a show that was the largest religious congregation or largest congregation of any sort whatsoever in the world. It's something what the BBC dubbed as the greatest show on earth. So I think that to lead such an event,
but
to put all things together.
The question is that's been happening for decades. What's new this time, and why is Akhilesh Yadav getting all the credit for it?
Well, I think that's a question you must ask Harvard University or BBC, not
I'm
me.
asking you.
Abhishek,
I'm asking you what is the individual role that Akhilesh has played that he should get credit for it?
Well, look, let me just pose a question to you in response to the question. What is the individual role that you are playing when you organize the show? Very little, but a very, very critical one, being the face of the effort. So similarly, when the Honorable Chief Minister puts a show together, it's an entire team which works behind the scenes, but he is the leader, he is the face, he is the person who is the face of Uttar Pradesh today. He brings everybody together, he brings all departments together, he pools resources together, he monitors, and then he delivers on the ground. That's why I think he's aptly fit, he's the most competent person to go out there and tell the world why we think this was a success, the success that was. BBC called it the greatest show on earth. That's mesmerizing, that's fascinating.
All right, Abhishek, in that same breath, then, there are a lot of people who've written into us on Twitter asking us, is he then also going to talk about all of those people who died in the stampede? Because after all, this happened under his leadership as well.
See, when the very unfortunate event happened, the Honorable Chief Minister was very forthcoming. He went there physically on himself. He visited the premises, he visited the hospitals, he visited the people who were hurt, who were injured. He visited their families. And that was an untoward incident for which, whatever humanitarian help was possible, whatever medical help was possible, was provided.
All right, so obviously Abhishek really dodging that question over there, but I'm going to quickly take a look at some of the tweets that have come in, and let's quickly see what some people have said. Samarinder Swain has said, do you think he can utter a single word from his mouth? His speech must have been made by top bureaucrats of his government. Ashwin Kumar has written in saying he must talk about the SP's laptops and will be useful for people like Zuckerberg. Of course, that's a sore point with the government because those laptops carry the image of the Chief Minister and you simply can't get rid of them. Srinivasan Anand has written in, Akhilesh should lecture at Harvard on how his laptops distributed to poor crash if screensavers are loaded. And foolish, Shaurya Shekhar has written in saying, foolish of us to expect Akhilesh to talk of failures of his government. He will try to project UP as a good investment destination. And Prakash has also written in saying Akhilesh must talk about his failure to control continuous communal riots after he became Chief Minister. In fact, that's my next question to you, Abhishek. I just want to bring in, since Akhilesh Yadav has become the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, there have been riots after riots. Almost every month there are several riots in Uttar Pradesh. That is a complete failure of law and order and it's a total reflection on his governance. Just like you said, he's the leader. So maybe he doesn't do the riots, but he's still heading the government which is unable to control these riots in a state.
Kashish, let me just urge you and all the viewers today to differentiate between a crime and a law and order situation. and how a crime situation many times is diverted and created and morphosed by some interested parties into a law and order situation. Now, nobody can be omnipresent. The police cannot be omnipresent. It's not a police state that we run here. It's a democracy. It's a true democracy that we have brought back to Uttar Pradesh, and we are actually very happy to be saying that. We brought back smiles, we brought back freedom, we brought back democracy to UP. Now, when any situation arises, the only thing that is in the control of any administration, of any government, is the response to this situation.